And now your TV5 First Alert forecast, certified most accurate by Weather Rate.
Good Tuesday evening, Mid-Michigan. Chief Meteorologist Chris Easlick with your Tuesday evening forecast to update winter storm warnings in place for the entire TV5 viewing area from Wednesday afternoon through at times Thursday afternoon. Some of our counties to the north will have a chance for those to go a little bit longer into the evening hours, as that area will be the last to see this precipitation move out. None of it expected for tonight. So if you have any last minute things to do tonight, could be as simple as filling the gas tank or grabbing something from the store. You should have no worries tonight. However, we do expect our first round of snow to pass through overnight into the early morning hours of tomorrow. That round of snow expected to be really light, and essentially the best chances for that are around M46 from Alma into Saginaw and into the Thumb in areas north of there. We don't expect it to be terribly heavy. Some of it will fizzle out by the time lunchtime comes around, and we only expect about an inch or two at the absolute most with that round that comes through during the first half of the day. But things will change very quickly going into the afternoon. Snow becomes heavier as the day goes along. It appears that some of the snow from 5 p.m. to about midnight or so may actually come down as heavy as around an inch per hour, and that's especially true in areas north of the Tri-Cities. Anywhere you see this pink shaded area is likely mixed precipitation. I think most of it will fall as sleet in the TV5 viewing area, with a better chance for freezing rain off to our south. However, it's still possible in places like Owasso, Flint, and Lapeer that we see at least brief periods of freezing rain. Our temperatures will be fluctuating as we go throughout the event, and the difference between sleet and freezing rain is so small that a small change in temperature may flip towards one or the other. So we're factoring in some of that with our snowfall accumulation map along with our ice accumulation. As we go through Wednesday night, the heavy snow continues. It starts to lighten up a little bit, but I still think it's ongoing in some capacity Thursday morning. Another factor that our snowfall map is a little bit lighter than maybe some of the numbers that you've seen. We expect a good chunk of the TV5 viewing area to actually go through a bit of a lull on Thursday, where we're not accumulating much snow at all. Our northern counties will be the exception. Snow will likely keep going there, but it's going to take some time before some of these other areas eventually see snowfall again, if they even do at all. So our map right here factors that in. We expect 6 to 10 inches of snow in our heaviest areas off to the north in this dark blue shaded area. The plus sign indicates for some potential for areas to maybe get as much as a foot of snow if we get some really heavy snowfall going for an extended period of time. Places like Mount Pleasant, Clare, even into Gladwin and Aranac counties, potentially about 4 to 8 inches of snow. That includes the northernmost portion of Bay County, right around 3 to 7 inches to the south in the Tri-Cities region. That factors in some sleet that will come down in the snow, exactly like we saw Thursday of last week. And then our lightest area with the snowfall is our southern sections, where we expect the better possibility of some sleet or freezing rain. About an inch to 3 inches of snow expected there. But if we see mostly freezing rain, up to 1/4 of an inch of ice. So that is an area we're going to be watching closely. The heavier precipitation and freezing rain is expected to be farther to our south. Places like Lansing, Kalamazoo, Jackson, those areas have the best chance to pick up over 1/4 of an inch of ice, which is starting to get into that territory where ice becomes destructive with trees, power lines, and things like that. That is expected again to stay to our south. But if you had any travel plans there, definitely reconsider for Wednesday and at times Thursday. Your forecast wind gusts going into tomorrow, picking up between 30 and 40 miles per hour. Our wind direction on Wednesday expected to be east-northeast. Your 7-day forecast shows a first alert day for Thursday too, primarily in the morning. Areas clear out on Friday with a chance for some sun. We'll also have colder temperatures too. We start the day in the single numbers and low teens and only warm up to around 20.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.